everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. This week, we've got a pair of teams who come in on different paths. So for the Call of This Week 13 matchup, let's bring in our commentary team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL sends us to the state of Michigan as we are inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Tonight, we wrap up the first 13 weeks of the season with a good Monday nighter between the Los Angeles Crusaders and the Detroit Lions. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They'll drop to throw. On the move to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Well, the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And ready now for 2nd and 9. Second down, Mariota. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's 3rd down. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. Now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see. And that's caught inside. Their big-bodied receiver. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have tied it. If they hit the extra point, they'll have the lead. And he knocks it through. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the first down on that one?
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Second down now after the pass completion. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Here's Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. And not great starting field position here for the offense.
No, check. Patriot. Watch him now, Barney.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to air one out. He's got a man. Complete. These coaches told us they wanted to take the top off this defense. They wanted to be able to stretch them downfield. They showed it pretty well there.
And they knew that if they were able to do that, it would open up everything else. But how did they truly get it done? Practice in the previous week, making sure they had a plan, fine-tuned before they put it into effect in the game.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Ebron caught left side. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go!
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. 15 yards there on the scramble and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They come out here in the eye. So now it's 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Added in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Mariota now on second down. And he will find his man on the outside. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Third down and 5. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Mariota from the gun on third down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 20, 10, touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And his guy's now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is that
defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And, of course, the defense is going to accept this penalty. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a really good pickup of 28 yards. Completed pass. But the O-line, they're a little thankful because their quarterback got hit hard.
You ever notice, Brandon, that after the quarterback takes a big hit, the first guy to him is the offensive lineman that allowed it? Sometimes you throw that lookout block, and then you breathe a sigh of relief that your quarterback's okay.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Second down and just one.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw again. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend. Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Here we go.
Back to throw here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Their dangerous wide receiver with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Lions add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. but you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now a second down throw for Mariota. He's got his man on the crossing route. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. So we have... All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Thank you, LR. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And a nice little pass and catch there on the corner route.
Set up very well by the receiver with a head and shoulder fake inside before he comes back downhill to his quarterback.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Mariota. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much of in this game, a really nice run. Do they decide to come back with it, or was that just a little flash, and maybe they continue to try and throw the ball?
Second down, Mariota. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Third and short yardage. Mariota lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
2 plays in a row, the defense won, stacking up the running game. They've got to feel good about themselves, but something has to be in the back of their minds. Are we being set up for something big? They've got to be careful.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Backing up. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. Taken in at the 11. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so it looked like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. 3rd and long here for Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
All right, here we go. Over. Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1.
Come on, let's go!
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Their big tight end. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he puts it through. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They come up in an offset eye. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I know at times today's NFL sure feels like everything's about the guy throwing the football. But when you've got a guy who can run it and move it and gain this type of yardage, you'll take him each and every time.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now at Ford Field as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I don't care what anyone says. I want a big-time backing in this kind of yardage each and every time I step on the field. A tone setter, these guys are hard to find.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Second down following the run. Play fake. Mariota. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, Mariota. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys look. Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the defense. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red end zone at the 16-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Keith Marshall with touchdown number 20 on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And it's good, so that will get them back within one score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. So out now come the Lions. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. They'll come out in the pistol. Out of the gun now on third down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And look at this, it's a fake. Wide open receiver complete. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Ebron with it over the middle. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. That's caught at the 1. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. To extend the lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
but it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Shift together here from the D-line. And they'll go on the ground. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
And that's a real risky play call to run it here with time being such a major factor. They need points here and fast.
They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Mariota from the gun on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Mariota on fourth down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Lions looking like they're going to come away with a victory. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Being chased out left. Going to throw deep for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10.
Let's go!
Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete as well.
But that was pretty nice to watch if you like a defense's perspective, because they understood where the first down line was as much as the offensive guys did. Did not give up any more ground, and when the ball was thrown, reacted really well and swatted it away. One of the advantages of zone defense, you never take your eyes off the quarterback, and when he reacts, you do exactly the same and go get the ball.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams